Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome to my Discord bot tutorial series. This is part 1 on how to make a Discord bot. I'm going to be making a series out of this. So in today's video, this is just going to be the introduction on how to get your bot online, and then also a tutorial on how to get your bot online 24/7. So let's get started with the video. First off, you do need node.js. So in the first link in the description, you're going to be on nodejs.org. I'm going to change that to English. There we go. This is how it should look like. So you want to choose the current version. Actually, I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter. For Discord.js v14, you need like version 16 something. So 18 works. You can choose 20. It really doesn't matter. I'm going to be choosing 20.8.0, which is the current version. You just click on the button, and it should be downloading an installer for you. Then you can close out of this tab, and you're going to want to go to code.visualstudio.com, which is also in the description, and just click Download for Windows. You can choose a stable build. Click that, and there we go. It's also going to install VS Code user setup. So inside of your downloads folder, there should be these two files. And if you've downloaded more files, then of course there's going to be the other files as well. So first off, you can, it doesn't really matter. You can install node.js first. So double click the node v20.0.8 installer or whatever version it was. I accept the terms. Now this is not really that important. I just usually put my programs on my D drive. Just click next. You can check this if you want. I'm not gonna do that though. Click next and install because I already have it. It just installed a few random things that it needs, or not needs, but mostly like uses. So yeah. Once it says this, you can just click finish and you're gone. Then you want to go double click or use the second file that you've downloaded, which is going to be VS Code user setup. So run that. Here you want to check I accept the agreement. Click next. Here again, gonna put it on my D drive just because I have more storage there. Then here you can just click next. So this is usually a good thing to check. This, I don't know really what it does. And these two things, they are pretty useful, so I'd check those two. Then click next and click install. After that, you can uncheck Launch Visual Studio Code and click finish. Then these two files are no longer needed. Now you want to go to the link in the description, which is going to get you to discord.com/developers. Oops, I misspelled it. So it should get you somewhere here. I have some test spots here, but don't worry about that. You want to go to new application, and you can type in whatever you want. I'm going to name it HXMBT tutorial bot. Then you can click create, and you're good. So now you can go to bot and just click. Oh wait, actually it does that automatically now. I did not know that. But over on the privileged gateway intents, you can enable all three of these. Then click save. So on the OAuth 2 tab here, you can click this and then click URL generator. And then you want to check applications.commands and bot. Then it should get up with these bot permissions. I usually check administrator. If you're actually looking to publish your bot, then you don't want to check administrator because server owners will be like, why does it need administrator? You'll only check the permissions that you actually need. In my case, I'm going to choose administrator because it's just a test bot. So I'm going to choose administrator. You can see this is then grayed out because administrator has all of these permissions in one place. And then on this generated URL right here, you can click the copy button. Then you can paste it in your browser. You want to choose the server that you created, or if you already have a server, just put it in there, click continue, and then make sure that this is checked and click authorize. Then click I'm a human, and boom. You can now go to HXMBT's official wallet server. I'm just going to click that, and then it's going to get me to my server. So you can also see that this tutorial bot is actually in my server, which is awesome, and that's exactly what we want. So I'm going to be going to add our first code. So we're going to go to my desktop right here, and I'm going to just right click and go to a new, and I'm going to make a folder. Now this doesn't have to be on the desktop, it can be literally anywhere else. I'm going to put it on the desktop though, and I'm going to be naming this tutorial bot. Then you want to double click this, so you go into the folder, and then right click and open in terminal. If you don't have that option, you can also go to this path on the top, right click and copy. Then in here type in CMD and click open, and then do CD, then put these, paste it in, put that closing one, and it should get you to that location. So then I'm gonna write in here, you're gonna write npm init, or you can also do npm init-y, which skips some setup, but I would recommend you doing npm init. Package name, you can leave it as tutorial bot. Version, I'm gonna leave it at 1.0.0. Description, tutorial bot. Entry point, I'd recommend you leaving this as index.js because that's what the tutorial is also going to do, and it's just going to be easier following the tutorial when you have your main index.js. Test command, I'm going to leave this empty. Git repository, I don't have one. Keywords, nope. Author, I'm going to put hxmbt. License, I'm going to leave it, and I'm going to type yes. So once that's done, you can go back to your folder, and there should be a tutorial, a package.json file right here. If you don't see this, it should say that in the command prompt too, but you can just run npm init-y then. Maybe the other one doesn't work for you, but I'm just, I have my package.json. I'm good with this. Then you want, in the same command prompt, you want to type in npm install discord.js. You then want to hit enter and wait for this node package manager to finish the installation. And if it says like added packages and found 0 vulnerabilities, then it is completely done. You can also do npm show discord.js version. And if this is not, if this doesn't start with 14, then if it's like 15 because you're in the future, then you want to do npm install discord.js at v14, because this is going to be for version 14. Most of it is probably going to be similar in v15, but there's no information on how v15 is going to be. I'm going to be using v14, and at some point I'm going to be updating it for version 15 if that's ever going to come out very soon. So once this is done, you can then close out the terminal. And if you've checked those two options on the installation of Visual Studio Code, you can just right click here, go to show more options if you're on Windows 11, and click open with code. This will directly open up this folder in Visual Studio Code. If you didn't do that, you're then going to search Visual Studio Code right there and click open. If you've just installed it, there's going to be a welcome message usually. Yes, right here. I'm going to close this. And then you want to go to this Explorer, click open folder, and then locate your folder of your bot and click select folder. Then this basically does the same thing than right clicking and clicking on open with code. It's the same thing. So now you want to create your first file, which is going to be your main file. So you want to click on this paper with the plus and type in index.js. Press enter, and it's automatically going to be a JavaScript file. Then we're going to do this again, and this time it's going to be called config.json. In this config, we're basically going to store like our token and everything, so that which we don't want to be in our index because it's easier to have it in another file, and we don't have everything stored in just the index. Then inside of the config.json, you're just going to put these brackets and then token, and then in here you want to go to the Discord developer portal, go to the bot section, and then you want to click reset token and yes, do it. And then this should show your Discord token. Now this is very, very important. Do not give anybody your Discord token. I'm gonna reset this. If you do give someone your token, instantly go to the page and click reset token and yes, do it. You do not want anybody else to know your token. Now mine, I'm sharing my token right now. I'm gonna reset my token right after this video, before I upload the video, so that you guys don't get access to my Discord bot. So yeah, I'm just gonna click copy, and then over here, I'm gonna paste the token in here. Then you can just Control S to save, and you can close out of the config.json. So now we're just gonna import some stuff and then get our bot online. So we're gonna do const, and then in these brackets, you're gonna put client, and also gateway intent bits and some other stuff, but we can automatically import that later anyway. We're gonna do require discord.js. So you can see these are grayed out because we haven't used these variables yet. We're gonna do that in just a second. We're also gonna do const, and then in these brackets we're gonna be do token is equal to require dot slash config dot slash config dot json. This is then going to get the token string from config.json into the index.js file. Now you want to do const client is equal to new client, and then in here you're going to want to put in these brackets intents, and then in these brackets put gateway intent bits dot guilds, and then a comma, and gateway intent bits dot, and basically here you can see all of the guilds, all these that are like with this blue thing. I don't know if it's the same for you guys, but not the strings only, or the variables, only the blue things which are actually real. So in my case, I'm also going to do guild messages. We don't need that yet. To get the client online, I think we actually don't need any of those. Maybe guilds. I'm not exactly sure how the guilds work, the intents works. But yeah. After this, you're going to want to do client dot on, and then in here you want to put events. Make sure that this is the one from discord.js. Once you type it and click on it, it automatically imports it. That's what I meant with automatically importing them. Events dot client ready. That was it. Just like this. Oops, I forgot the brackets. So put these brackets there, and then the arrow function. And then here you can just put console.log. And then in these brackets right here, not the normal ones, no, in the how do you call them? I'm dumb, but I'll put it in the video so that you guys know. These things here, you want to put something like the $, and then these. That is if you want to put a variable or something inside of a string. That's why you also need these special, these special string marks. Yeah, quotation marks. That's what I meant. So you want to put client.user.tag is now online, just like this. And then make sure to put these semicolons. You do need to put these. Like, you don't need to put these, but it's just good to have a general understanding of, like, it's just good to have the common sense of putting the semicolon. It's not necessary, but a good practice. And then you can just do client.login token. And now we can Control S to save, go to this terminal tab and click new terminal. Then type in either node index.js, or if in your package.json, if the main is index.js and your file is called index.js, then you can just do node dot. And after a while, it should say, yep, HSMBT tutorial bot is now online. If we go ahead and check that on our Discord, you can see our tutorial bot is actually online.